Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my 12th lesson of D3 chapter number 7 exercise 7a. Students, in these lessons we are discussing and learning how to draw the graphs of different types of functions and what are the requirements for the drawing of graph. Drawing of graph is one of the most important topics of your O-level examination, and this can give you some marks very easily. So I request and I advise it to all of my students to watch and understand these lessons properly so that we can have the good grasp on these all concepts. In this lesson, in today's class, we'll be discussing question number 12, advanced level. As the questions are long, so I will be reading the question from the book. Question 12 says, the variable x and y are connected by the equation y equals to x plus 1 by 2x minus 1. The table below shows some values of x and the corresponding values of y correct to one decimal place. Okay, and let me recheck my values. That x values are 0.1, and for 0.1 y is 4.1, 0.5 this is 0.5, 0.8 y is 0.4, for 1 this is 0.5, for 1.5 this is 0.8, for 2 this is value of y is 1, for 2 this is 1.3, and for 2.5 value of y is missing. Okay, and that is b. For 3 this is 2.2, for 3.5 this is 2.6, and for 3.1. The first requirement of the question is that calculate value of p. This is very easy question and easy part, and it often comes your your O-level examination, and by finding value of p you can easily secure 1 marks by inserting the given value of x in the given equation and performing the calculation. So you have to perform this part very carefully. And then the next part says, using the scale 4 centimeter to represent 1 unit on both axes. 4 centimeter equals to 1 unit for both axes. So it's also important to follow the instructions for the scale and understand the scale, because we have to locate the positions, decimal positions as well. So some of my students can find it difficult to locate and find the position for 0.5 and 0.8. So you have to watch the lesson carefully and don't miss any part of the lesson, because during the class I will be teaching and telling you how to locate the position of different decimal places. And then after drawing the graph, we have to use the graph to find the value of x in the range for which x plus 1 or 2x equals to 1. We'll be talking about C part later. Let's first go for the completion and drawing of the graph. And first of all, we have to complete the table by finding the value of p, and that is the first or A part of the question. For A part, what we have to do, the given function is x plus 1 over 2x minus 1, and the value of x at this time when y is p is 2.5. So what I will be doing, I will be replacing x by 2.5. This will become 2.5 plus 1 over 2 into 2.5 minus 1. Now 2 multiplied by 2.5, and this gives me 5. This answer comes 5. So this is 2.5 plus 1 over 5 minus 1, and now 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. Okay, 2.5 plus 0.2 minus 1, 2.5 plus 2.5 and minus this will give me 2.7 minus 1, and this is 1.7. And let me recheck my calculation before moving to the next part. This is 2x, and when I'm replacing x by 2.5, double of 2.5, 2 multiplied by 2.5, and this gives me 5, and 1 divided by 5 gives me 0.2, and now 2.5 plus 1 is 3.5, and sorry, 2.5 minus 1, 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5 plus 2, and this is 1.7. Okay, 1.7. This is 2.7 minus 1, and this is 1.7, so value of P is 1.7. Now my table values are complete, and then I have to go for the drawing of the graph. And first of all, it's important to understand the scale. Scale says that 4 centimeter, 1 2 3 and 4, 1 2 3 and 4, and same 1 2 3 and 4. 4 centimeter means that 40 small blocks for both axes are equivalent to 1, and one small block will be equal to 1 by 40, and 1 divided by 40 is 0.025, 0.025, 0.025 for both axes. So it means if the block is 1, this tiny block, then the value is 0.025, and if the value is 1, then the blocks will be 1 over 0.025 blocks for 1. Okay, now the first point that we have to mark and locate is 0.1 with 4.1. So we have to see that for 0.1 how many small blocks do we need to cover. So what we have to do is that I will be dividing 0.1 divided by the value of one tiny block, 0.025, and this will give me 4 small blocks, 1 2 3 and 4 small blocks. If I'm not wrong, 1 2 3, and this is the position for 0.1, and for y 4.1. I'm going really slow so that my students can understand that how are we locating the position of the different decimal places. Divided by 0.025, and this gives me 164 blocks. 164 blocks means that this is 10 20 30 40 50 60 70 80, then 90, then 100, 110, 120, 130, 140 and 160, then 164 blocks. Okay, look, this is my 40 blocks. 40 and 40 is 80, 80 and 40 is 120, 120 and 40 is 160, and then I have to take 4 further moves, 1 2 3 and 4 further moves. So my first point will be coming over here, 0.5 with 0.5 location, and finding of 0.5 is easy because we are having 4 small blocks here. So right in between of 4, that is 2, I can locate x 0.5 and y 0.5 again will be on this block, and let me mark the point. Okay, for 0.8, x 0.8 divided by 0.025, and this gives me 32 blocks. 10 20 30 and 1 and 2, 32 blocks, and for 32 I have to take a move of 0.4 divided by 0.025, and this gives me 16 blocks. Okay, this is 10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16 blocks. 15 and 16 blocks. Okay, for 1, this is 0.5, this is 1, and this is 0.5. So 0.5 will be coming at this place. 0.5 will be coming at this place. For 1, this is 0.5. Okay, for 1, this is 0.8, and 0.8 needs how many small blocks? 0.025, and this requires 32 small blocks. For 1, this is 0.5. I've marked for 1.5. This will be the position for 1.5 and 32 small blocks. This is 20, this is 30, and 1 and 2 small blocks. For 2, 2 is clear. 1.3, why 1.3 divided by 0.025, and this gives me 52 small blocks. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 1 and 2 small blocks, 52 small blocks. Then for 2.5, this is the position for 2.5, and for 2.5 I need 1.7. For 1.7.025, and this gives me 68. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 6, 7, and 8 small blocks. Okay, and then this is the position for 2.5. For 3, this is 2.2. 2.2 divided by 0.025, and this gives me 88. For 3, 2.2, 88. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 85, 86, 87, 88. 88. For 3.5, 3.5 will be right in between 3 and 4. 2.6, 2.6 divided by the value of one tiny block, that is 0.025, and this gives me 104 blocks. That means 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and 104 block. Look, in this way the location of points is becoming really easy. 4 is clear, and for 3.1 I have to again divide 0.025. 124, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. This is 100, 100, 110, 120, and 4 further moves. I hope you are clear that how we are plotting these all points. And now it's the time to join all of the points with the help of slide pencil and smooth curve, so that we can see the behavior of the curve and the points. First join nicely and smoothly. Okay, join these 2 points, and we should not use a thick pencil, so that our graph should not have the impact of the pencil work when we are erasing it. Okay, first we have to join it with a smooth pencil, so that we can see the trend of the graph, and then afterwards, if we feel we are getting a proper curve and there has to be no fluctuations and no shakings, then we can join all of the points with the help of perfect pen. And in your O-level examination, you must have to submit your work with the permanent pen, not with the pencil, because pencil work will not be scanned and your effort will be wasted. Okay, let me rub this point because my graph is not moving towards that side. I have to go towards this point, and then what I have to do, I have to move nicely so that I can join the point which is resting at the top, because there is a big gap between this point and the second point. Okay, not bad. I have to rub this portion and I have to go towards this side. Okay, not bad curve. Okay, and let me now perfect this with the help of permanent pen. I hope you are clear that how we are drawing and getting different graphs. One of the most important topics of your O-level examination. No shaking of the hand and no fluctuations in the graph, because slight fluctuation can give the error in your working. Although in your O-level examination, examiner gives you the space and 1 or 2 units up and down, and range values are given, and he will be accepting your answer, but the answers will not be too big or too small that they are not coming in the range. Okay, I hope we are getting the good curve. And now it's the time to go for the next part of the question, and it says use your graph to find the value of x in the range for which x plus 1 over 2x, x plus 1 by 2x, equals to 1. And now this is the C part. This is really important part to understand, that we have to find the values of x for which we have this situation. Now try to understand this question, that whenever such situation will be given to you, what you have to do, you have to turn this given equation in form of the function which is given in the question. In the given equation, x plus 1 or 2x part is matching, but over here we have minus 1 as well. So either we can shift this 1 to other side, and equation will take the form x plus 1 over 2x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, now see it carefully and compare it with the given equation. This is x plus 1 or 2x minus 1, and in the question it is equated by y. So instead of this whole equation, I will be replacing y equals to 0. And now recall my coordinate geometries lesson, that y is equal to 0 is the equation of which line or which axis. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of, this is the equation of x-axis, Now in order to find the answer or the values of x, for which this situation, we have to see that y is equal to 0 is x-axis. But if we look at the graph is not meeting at any point on x-axis. It's entirely above x-axis. So we have to say that there is no solution. This is really important point to understand. And finally, we have to label the curve as well, that y equals to x plus 1 over 2x minus 1. I hope you are really clear about this question. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.